Hey guys, it's me, and I know I haven't really made a video. I've been really slow about that, but if you know me or you've seen my other channels, you know I'm really big on like costume makeup. So this is my first attempt in a long time at something kind of crazy. This is my, I don't know, like a lollipop demon, scary, creepy, Tim Burton-y. I don't know. I really don't know what this is. I think you can easily add like horns right here if you had them, but I didn't. But I thought that would be like a good place for them. So yeah. Anyway, so if you're curious on how I did some of this look, stay tuned. Bye guys. So first I'm starting off with a MAC concealer. You can use any concealer. This is in NC20, I believe. Just cover the sides of your lips. You don't need to do the middle. You'll fill that in a little bit later. I'm covering my brows. I have very sparse brows, so concealer works. If you have thicker brows, you only need to cover one of them with glue. I'm not taking scar wax, and I'm going to give myself a more prominently pointy nose. You're not going to notice much of a difference until you contour it and shade it. This isn't a super dramatic change, but it does make everything come together a little better. And I do not recommend Spirit Store Scar Wax. I hated Scar Wax for so long until I went and bought some Ben Nye and realized I didn't hate Scar Wax, I just hated Spirit brand Scar Wax. So I just keep building it until I get the shape I want, just kind of pointed but not like witch pointy, but you know, like a slight point and definedness to my nose. So after, I'm going to take a full coverage foundation. This is Kat Von D's Tattoo foundation, and I'm mixing it with a little bit of a white cream. I'm just using mine from the Flash palette. You can use any white cream makeup, as long as it's like a solid cream, not one of those ones in the tube. And I am mixing it with my I already said that. But make sure when you mix it with your foundation that they're both either oil-based or both water-based. Don't try to mix water and a cream base together. And I just blended that out, and I'm blending it with a stippling brush just to make sure that it's all blended good, and I'm being very, very careful around the scar wax because it doesn't like dry. It stays kind of soft. Now I'm contouring around my nose. I'm starting off with a lighter brown, and then I went in the very, very center with a little bit of white. I'm going to blend that out. And that's just the white from the Flash palette, a white cream. You could use anything. You could even use like the white eyeshadow. Taking tape, and I'm putting it right below my cheekbones. We're going to contour there, and we want a really defined line. So I'm going to start off with a black or very, very deep brown, depending on how dark you want to go. I went with a black. Then I went in with just like a regular, like a dark brown maybe. Like maybe a regular dark bronzer like Hoola. Then I went in with a lighter color on the top, like a light brown, like a lighter bronzer. And then I'm just blending out where the tape mark was, not on the top part, but just on the bottom of where the tape was. We want that defined contour. I'm going to do the same things with my temples. If you are not going to put horns on your head, or you're going to do something else up there, that's fine, don't do this. I would just put horns right above these, and that's why I did a contour there. I thought it looked like something would be coming out of your head. And once again, just black, dark brown, light brown. Pull them off and blend. And then I'm going to do the same to my jawline. This is optional. I don't even know if I necessarily liked this very much. And I think I would have done it the other way. Or I would have, I think I did it upside down, where rather than blending up, I would have preferred to blend down. Didn't realize it till after, but that's going to look a little bit better. And taking the tape off, blending out that tape mark. And I'm going to go around my eye and draw the lollipop now. It literally can just look kind of however shape you want, whatever kind of lollipop you want. I think the swirly ones look the best, but you could do the other kind. You know, there's a bunch of designs, you see in them all the time. Whatever floats your boat. Then filling in that negative space with a NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. You could use any wet eyeliner if you don't have a jumbo pencil. and blending it out so it's opaque and blended. Forgot to contour my nose, or finish it. Just took a piece of tape down the center, did a harsh contour, just like I did the rest of my face. Black, dark brown, light brown. And then on the bottom, or do I skip the bottom of my nose? Yep, okay. So then I go back in and draw in little lines through the lollipop, like where I want the color sections to be. These are just guides. You're going to draw them back in later, so don't worry too much about if they're dark or not. So I'm going to start with red closest to my eye because I think it looks creepy. If you want to look less creepy, start with like blue probably. And I'm just going to go in the order of the rainbow, so I'm counting how many colors I'm going to do in between and filling in all of the red ones. I happened to pick a number where all the red squares were blocked together, so if you don't want it to look like that, make sure you calculate better than I did. And then I'm going to get an orange. By the way, these are all matte eyeshadows from the BH Cosmetics palette. I do enjoy their matte eyeshadows a lot, especially the singles, more so than the ones in the palette. This orange is a single, but the red is from the 88 matte palette. And the yellow, once again, the matte palette. And I'm just using the pattern like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink. It's pretty much my pattern for this. Then I'm going in with the green, also from the 88 matte palette, I believe. And you don't even have to use matte shadows. You could use shimmers if you wanted to. You could use glitter. That would be really cool if you did this whole thing with glitters. All of these, like I said, 88 matte palette, except I think the purple is a single, and the orange are singles from BH. And not all the shapes have to be exact, perfect like lines. Like you can kind of swoop them so it looks like three-dimensional. Like these are rounder sections, like it was pulled candy. And I'm doing two different shades of blue here, by the way, like a purpley blue and a true blue. Just because I needed to add some more colors, but just do, like I said, as many as you want. Then I'm drawing, oh no, before I do that, I took a matte white and I drew it like through the centers of all of them to give it a slight highlight so it looks a little raised, like it's like a rounded cylinder, like really thin, rolled up into candy like suckers are. And then I'm going back in with the eyeliner and redrawing in the lollipop, being a little bit more careful this time because this is your final line. And I'm doing this with the Kat Von D tattoo liner. It's my favorite eyeliner. It's what I use every day. So yeah, I go through these pretty fast. But you could do this with just a cream makeup on an angle brush. I just find that this eyeliner doesn't smudge and won't mess up all of what you've done. You could use any liquid eyeliner, just whatever you find is the easiest. I like this because it's a liquidy formula and isn't super paint-like. You could also, what you could do, I didn't because I didn't make the lollipop look very realistic, but you could have gone in with a black eyeshadow or a dark brown and done this instead and blended it out so the lollipop would look a little bit softer. But I wanted kind of something harsh. Then I'm going to go around the edges with white just to make this pop a little bit and make it look like it's almost glowing. I'm just taking, this isn't a cream, this is a white matte eyeshadow. And I realized I forgot to contour the bottom of my nose, so I'm doing it just the same color scheme as before, making sure to leave it a little bit pointed, so contour in that point line, not just like straight across. Then I'm taking the white and highlighting anywhere where there isn't a contour pretty much, just like as if you were contouring your face. And I'm highlighting just right on the opposite side of that contour line. Then I'm going to take an eyeliner pen, or excuse me, an eyeliner brush and a black shadow and fill it in and give myself a widow's peak. Just do whatever works good for your head shape. If you already have one, just make it more prominent or leave it as it is. And I'm just using, for my hair color, I used a little bit of a black and then dark brown. But if you're blonde, obviously use different colors. Then for my eye, I did a black right on the top of my eye. And I blended that all the way onto the like inside of my nose. Then around the top of that I took a red. It's like a red and black smoky eye at this point, which looks super awesome even like for wearable looks. And I think I blended a little bit of orange above the red. For my eyebrows, I gave them kind of this weird curly shape. You could do your natural eyebrow, but I thought this was kind of creepy and monster looking. And I'm highlighting with matte white. And below I'm putting a bright teal. I thought that looked very cool with the red. And I'm blending it down pretty far. And just giving everything a good blend so it all looks seamless. Now taking NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk and applying it to my lips. Just where, this is why we did the concealer on the sides, to give ourselves a smaller lip. So this just goes in the very center, as small or as big as you want it to be. I liked mine just kind of, you know, medium sized. And then I'm going around the edge with a dark green. Blending it a little bit. And I'm going on the inside with a light green, so kind of an ombre green lip. And I'm going to take some concealer on a brush, go around it, make it look perfect just like you would as if you were wearing like a red lipstick. And I decided that I wanted to add some little curly cues on the sides of my face, like a doll. Just drew those on with some eyeliner. They look kind of like a Nike swoosh almost. You could do any shape you wanted though. And I just drew that with liquid liner and filled it in with some black cream and set it with a black eyeshadow. And then I'm going to take the color up into my hairline and blend it and start blending it all the way to that widow's peak so that everything looks like it actually goes into my hair. Just blend it as far back into the hairline as you're comfortable with. Just going around touching up a few things. And I'm going to take a matte, like medium purple and use it as a blush. It does look kind of creepy. You could do a hot pink if you wanted to look a little bit less dead and wanted to look a little bit cuter. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys!